All right, so we are going to introduce hundreds number 2. So we are going to introduce the strength component of the course, which now we're going to get into a lot more global mobilizers, but really wanting to get those right firing patterns happening. So starting with the local stabilizers, working our way out to the global mobilizers. So let's start with hundreds number 2, and let's get Eric into position here. So Eric, you're going to bring one leg into tabletop. Yeah, so you want a little bit closer than 90, and then the other leg into tabletop. Perfect. And then legs are going to come like this. Let's just bring the heels together for right now. Yeah. You're going to widen the base of the skull, widen your sits bones, take a breath in, and then exhale, flex your head, neck, and shoulders up. Really flexing from that sternum. Perfect. So just bring your upper body down just a little bit. Yeah, and just get that nice flexion here. Perfect. Now reach your legs out. So you guys, for hundreds 2, this is where I definitely like to plug my clients in and give them feedback so that they feel it a little bit better. Because otherwise they don't just feel the hip flexors the whole time. So you're going to start pumping your arms. You're going to inhale and then exhale, breathe out. So get all your breath out. So let's pump a little bit more. So inhale, a little bit more vigorous pumping, and then exhale, breathe out. Good. So you guys, we really ideally want to have the head and the toes on the same line. I hope that looks on the same line in the camera. And then we want to push those femur bones in. So we're emphasizing like crazy that the glutes under here are supporting the weight of legs. So we are going every glute cue we got, not pinching the butt cheeks together though. We want to suck up the femurs up into the hip socket, and we want to support the legs. Okay, take a beat, yeah. Yeah, that was a lot, but Jen's gonna talk more about that.
Good job. Okay, so the benefits of this, like we said, you've got all your local stabilizers on, plus all your global mobilizers now are starting to layer on top. So you're working on strength, power, endurance, all that good stuff. Red flags, lots of red flags on this one. So if you don't preparatory cue them and they don't get their back body on, their glutes, their multifidus, that kind of thing, then they're going to get way too much quads and way too much hip flexor, and they'll either complain that it hurts here or their low back hurts. So you're looking for that. Make sure, again, with those preparatory cues, their local stabilizers on so that their abs don't make that dome when they come up. Their abs are going to activate still when they come up, but it doesn't look like a dome. It just looks like it's going to raise but be flat. Yeah? And then we're also making sure they're not tucking through the whole thing, actually. You want that lengthened lumbar, right? And then you also want to make sure people's necks aren't hurting. So you could cue back wide skull, lengthen back of neck, and then their deep neck flexors will kick in.
So I'm just going to quickly show you guys another way into this exercise, which you will see. So 2 different things. You can put your feet up against the wall as you're learning this, so you can kind of close up that chain a little bit. But the other thing is, so Eric, what you're going to do is you're going to go from here, and you're just going to take a breath in, and then you're just going to exhale, flex your legs, flex your body up at the same, like you're just going to come up almost into a canoe shape. Yeah, exactly. And so the idea was that he lifted up from the back of his glutes, and he plugs in, like I said, I'm energetically pushing the femur bones into the hip socket to get that, watching that quad, and that would be where you would pump from for the exercise as another way in and a modification.